Hello friends, how are you all doing today? Hey, something strange happened with me this morning. I just woke up in the morning, I went to the mirror where I saw the reflection of my clock and it showed me 3 a.m. I was completely puzzled. How could it be 3 o'clock, man? The sun was up in the sky, my dad who had gone to office, no way it could be 3 a.m. Then I went to the actual clock and it showed the time was 9. Now I was a bit relaxed. But again, I was puzzled like, why does it show 9 but on the mirror it shows 3 o'clock? So I thought maybe it's an illusion. I went and changed the hands of my clock and set it at 8 o'clock. Looked at the mirror. Again puzzled. It showed me 4 o'clock. Like I was now completely puzzled like why is it all happening? I thought okay, let me look on Google. I went and Googled it out and got the answer to all my questions. Google said that whenever you look on the mirror, your right appears to be left and your left appears to be right. This is called lateral inversion, and the topic we are going to learn today is based on the same concept. Welcome to Mirror Images. Hey, what is this? This is nothing but the mirror image of this word mirror. So how does that happen, or how does it work? See, finding mirror images is really easy. Whenever you've got an object, you just flip it horizontally. You have to flip it horizontally like this and you will get the mirror image of that object. It's as simple as that. And that was the basic concept of mirror images. It is nothing but horizontal flipping horizontally. All said and done, a lot of students still find it really difficult to solve questions of mirror images in the exams. So let's see a step-by-step process of how to draw mirror images in your exams. So let's take this sample figure. We are going to draw the mirror image of this figure. So all you need to do here is first mark a few points like A, B and C. Now let's take a vertical mirror and we'll try to draw the mirror image of this figure. Now just see how far is point A from the mirror, right? All you need to do is draw a point A dash on the other side of the mirror at the same distance as A. So it will be drawn something like this. Again, see how far is point B from the mirror? Draw a point B dash on the other side of the mirror at the same distance. Similarly, do with point C. Now you have 3 points A dash, B dash and C dash on the other side of the mirror, and if you connect these points, you will get the mirror image of the desired object. Let's take another example to understand the concept even better. Let's take this figure and let's mark the corners of this figure as A, B, C and D. Now let's take a vertical mirror and see how far are these 4 points from the mirror. Now we're going to draw the mirror image of this figure, something like this. So see how far is point A from the mirror. Take a point A dash on the other side of the mirror at the same distance. Like the distance between A and the mirror should be equal to the mirror and the point A dash, and mark point A dash. Similarly, take the distance between point B and the mirror and draw point B dash. Do the same thing with point C to get point C dash and D to get point D dash. Now we have the dots in place. All we need to do is connect these dots. In the original figure, you can see that A and B are connected. Similarly, you connect A dash and B dash. In the original figure, C and D are connected. Similarly, you connect C dash and D dash. Now, the most important point. You have a connection between B and D in the original figure. Similarly, you connect B dash and D dash. And what you have on screen now is a mirror image of the original image. So I think that helps you, right? So now let's talk about a concept here. See, whenever you are drawing mirror images, vertical lines always remain vertical. Do you see that in the image? Similarly, horizontal lines also remain horizontal, but the lines which are slanting gets flipped. The lines which are slanting always get flipped to the other side. So that's a concept, and that's your takeaway from this part of the video. And next, let's look at how the mirror images of the standard alphabets and numbers look like. So here we have it for you. In this chart, there is something worth noting. The mirror images of A, H, I, M, O, T, U, V, W, X and Y are the same. They do not change. They are the same as the original letters. And as far as the mirror images of small letters are concerned, the mirror images of I, L, O, V, W and X are the same. That is, the mirror images are similar to the original images. And as far as the numbers are concerned, there are only two digits, 0 and 8, whose mirror images are similar to the original numbers. Next, let's see what are the different types of questions that are asked in the exams from mirror images. Questions will be of two types. One, questions based on words, and two, questions based on images. So first, let's start with a question based on a word. So let's take this word stop and try to draw its mirror image. So this will happen in two steps. Step number one, you have to flip every single alphabet something like this. And then the second step, the most important one, you have to reverse the order of all the alphabets something like this. And what you have now on screen is the mirror image of the given word. So, in solving mirror images of words, always remember there are two steps. Step number one, you have to flip every single alphabet, and also you have to flip the complete word. That is, the first alphabet goes to the last comes to the first, the second goes to second last comes to second, and so on. Let's take a question based on images. So here we have a question image followed by 4 options, from which one is the actual mirror image of the given question. Now let's see how to go about it. See, we have discussed that in images, vertical lines always remain vertical and horizontal lines always remain horizontal. So you need not look at them. Look only at the slanting lines, because slanting lines are always flipped over. So you can see this big slanting line in the question. Just flip it over. You will get a slanting line like this. And now we have 2 more small slanting lines in the question which are crossing the big line. If you flip them also, you will get something like this. So now we have a pattern here. Just look for this pattern in the options, and I think only option D has this pattern in it, and so option D is your right answer. Let's take another example to understand the concept even better. So let's take this question. In this figure, let's start with looking at the dark portion in the question. Can you see the dark portion in the question? That portion is far away from the mirror. So in your answer also, that portion should be farther from the mirror. So using that, we can eliminate option B, because in option B, the dark portion is close to the mirror. Or in other words, we can say that the dark portion is on the left side of the question figure, and in your answer figure, it should come to the right, because left becomes right in a mirror image. So option B is eliminated. You're left with option A, C and D. If you again look at the question figure, can you see that base line which is at the bottom? It's a horizontal line. Now we know that in a mirror image, horizontal lines never get changed. So that base line should also come at the bottom in your answer figure. But you can see in option C the base horizontal line is not there. It goes to the top. So option C also gets eliminated. Now you're left only with option A and option D. Coming to the question figure, can you see that shaded portion where you have some horizontal shaded lines? If you take that to the answer figure, we know that horizontal always remains horizontal. So the shading in the answer should also be horizontal, and that is present in option A. So option A will be the right answer.